Now, the star in the reasonably priced car tonight once said that she and her husband set their alarm clock an hour early every morning so they had a chance to make love before going to work. Much like James May, although, of course, he lives alone. Ladies and gentlemen, star of everything that matters, Dame Helen Mirren. So much. I can rest now. Have a seat. I can't tell you how excited I am to have you here. No, I really genuinely mean it. I know everybody talks to you about the Queen, obviously, prime suspect as well. Mm-hmm. But you were in The Long Good Friday.
Yeah, I was.
Now, this to me, I don't know if anybody would agree with this, is just the greatest film of all time.
You know, 3-quarters of them have never heard of The Long Good
Friday.
Have you heard Jeremy? They're far too young.
Yes. This audience, you see, well-educated, they have heard of it. Now, do you live in LA? I've been trying to clear this up now.
No, I live in Wapping, actually.
You live in Wapping?
Really.
You've got a house in Los Angeles?
But my husband's American, so we spend a lot of time there, yeah.
Is it normal over there?
Car culture, you know. Is it what then?
Normal in Los Angeles.
No, it's weird. It's LA. I would have thought you'd love it because people live in their cars and they do everything in their cars.
Now, your autobiography, I've actually read it, unlike...
No, really?
Yeah, I have. But we got to one chapter where I went a bit white, where you say that when you were living in Parsons Green...
Yes, I did.
So this is in Fulham, in southwest London.
Absolutely, yeah.
You became disillusioned with British society because of all the young hoorays living round there throwing bread rolls.
Yes.
That's me. I did live in Parsons Green and I did.
And did you throw food?
Yes. I used to order it for its aerodynamic efficiency.
You were one of those ghastly, ghastly guys. Oh my God, that drove me out of England.
Now, didn't you also say somewhere the other day that I was reading that I remind you of Paris Hilton?
Yes, I said you were like Paris Hilton. Yes, I did.
So I look in the mirror every morning and go, I'm Paris? Oh, no, I'm not.
But the thing is, Jeremy, you are uber male, you know, and Paris is uber female. And I think that you're the two sides of the same coin, actually.
Well, I don't put pictures of myself naked on the internet. That's one thing I don't do. Maybe I'll give it a whirl.
You know, well, actually, neither did she, to her credit, if someone else did it.
Here's a tip, Paris, if you're watching, have sex without a camera. Now, anyway, let's move on to motoring, if we may. I don't think we're going to agree on much here, actually, because you're not really a big car fan.
No, my first car was a disaster. It was an MG Midget, you know, those little white things. My brother sold it to me. The engine blew up within 2 days.
But did you have a Golf GTI, though?
Yes, I did.
Well,
that came to a sticky end, my poor old Golf GTI.
Why? What happened to it?
Well, I was doing theatre in... at the the Young Vic, excuse me, in Waterloo, and I just cleared out my closet, and I had all this stuff to take to the charity shop, and then I thought, well, you know, there were no charity shops, I didn't have the time, and I knew that everyone said, keep your car locked around here because things get nicked out of the car. So I thought, perfect, I'll leave my stuff in the car, I'll leave the car open, and it'll all get nicked. Well, instead of the stuff getting nicked, my car got torched.
No.
Yeah, I came out, it was like this, just Hulk.
So what have you got now?
I don't have a car now, actually.
I'm just haven't you got an Oyster card?
Yes, I do, yeah.
What is one?
It's a brilliant thing, it's this little thing, and when you go on public transport, which are like buses and tubes and trains, you have this little card, and you swipe it, and boom, you're on. And then you
Why
can sit
wouldn't you
on
go
the
in a car,
bus,
though?
and there's a chauffeur driving the bus, you know, in a uniform.
And a tramp sitting next to you vomiting on you. We just talk about supercars briefly, if I may.
What's a supercar?
Ferraris, Lamborghinis, where are you on those? What do you think of a middle-aged chap in a Lambo?
Well, I think... I just think most guys who drive when I see them, do you know what? I mean...
That's so sad, because Richard Hammond's got one.
Oh, he hasn't, has he? Oh, no.
He has.
He's not he's not a pillock. He's a nice guy. So I'm sorry, Richard.
Is he?
Yes.
I thought he was a pillock. So, OK, the lap, obviously. Was it fun?
Well, I don't know if fun is the right word. It was terrifying, it was nerve-wracking, it was adrenaline pumping. My hands were shaking like this at the end. It was sweat-making, it was fabulous.
You did like it?
It was fabulous.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. You were going to say. I hate to look like I was refused to finish. Well, shall we have a look at it? Yeah. Right, sorry about the television, but here we go. It's like being in the 60s. That's an aggressive start.
Later, harder, longer, later, harder.
Are you doing the shipping forecast in there? Douglas, Dogger, hard.
Slow, later, harder.
Pharaoh. What is that? Is that what the Stig told you to do?
He did.
Did he tell you to do that?
Slower, harder.
Slow into the corners and then fast out. So it's slow. Now go.
You idiot. My language is actually a lot bluer than that.
Oh, yes. Here we go. Now we're coming up to the
Silly looking little car.
Did you like it?
No.
No, it's awful, isn't it? Oh, yes.
I like
Nice.
that bit best.
I like
That was
cutting the
best
corner
bit,
there.
yeah.
Now we're really picking up speed. That's the wrong gear.
Oh, is that fourth? Can you tell?
It was third. It was going...
yeah.
Rev limiter.
Yeah.
This is really picking up speed now. This is Michael Gambon's corner, where we nearly lost him.
Oh, yeah.
And round there, and there we are, ladies and gentlemen, across the line. Woohoo. So, miraculously undamaged in the fire is our board.
You had a fire?
Channel 5 set fire to everything there. Honestly, they did. That's why we're in rubbish furniture, I apologise. But anyway, this survived, and where do you think you've come there? If this is the thespian zone...
Yes. Well, am I in the thespian zone?
Yes. Ray Winston, Kristen Scott Thomas.
Yes.
Rick Wakeman, he's not a theft. Well, he is,
Yes.
actually. And then Brian Cox and Jimmy Carr, who was a comedian.
I have no idea.
Ready?
Yes.
1,
Yes.
50.
Oh.
No. What do you mean, oh? 2.8,
Oh.
which puts you...
Not bad.
So,
Very high up.
how many Oscars have you won? One, isn't it?
One Oscar, yeah.
Emmys,
4.
Golden Globes,
3, I think.
3, and now it turns out you're faster round our track than Rick Wakeman. Ladies and gentlemen,
What a triumph.
Helen Mirren.
Thank you.